How I do a typical flip. For me, my students, when it's time to do a flip, they go to their Schoology, they open up their quarter folder. In there, they will have their flipped lesson homework folder. For this demonstration, I'll talk about the Atom flipped lesson. From here, the flipped lesson will give them the objective of what they are supposed to accomplish for that lesson, and it will give them 4 directions. The first direction is always to watch the video which I host on Edpuzzle. Second, while watching the video, they will be taking notes and they're going to answer some questions. Third, in the discussion below, to reflect on what they learned, they're either going to post what the main point or big idea of the video was, or a question they had about the video that needs to be clarified. After the video, they're going to take the Atom Flipped Lesson Quiz, which is found in their Practice Quiz folder. Here's an example of an Edpuzzle video. For this one, they did the parts of an atom. This video was on my longer end. My videos are usually about 3 to 5 minutes long. The beginning of the video, I always have them set up their Cornell notes. And then throughout the video, it prompts them to explain the information so they know what needs to go into their notes. There will also be multiple choice questions throughout the video, so that way they can get immediate feedback on how they are doing in understanding and learning that information. For me, I like Edpuzzle because I can go over here and look at their progress. It tells me if they watched the video or not, their grade on the video, and if they did it on time. I can click on an individual's information, and it will tell me the number of views they did, if they got the answers correct, or if they struggled on it. Once they are done watching the Edpuzzle video, they come back to their Schoology lesson, and down below in the comments is when they're going to either reflect and give the big idea, or they're going to ask a question for clarification. For example, this person wanted to know how to know when it is the mass number equals atomic number plus number of neutrons, or if you're looking for neutrons is the mass number and atomic number. I am able to go ahead and reply to them. Actually, anyone is able to reply to them to give them some clarification on when you know if you're asking for the mass number or when it is that you're asking for the number of neutrons. Once they've posted, they then go back into their folders and to their practice quiz folders. And here they take their Atoms Flipped Lesson Quiz. This lets me know how the individual students do, and I can put them then into 2 different groups when they come to class the next day. For this lesson, the review group was given a handout that had 4 pictures of atoms, and together we looked at what the pictures had in common, where the protons were always located, neutrons, electrons, how the protons and electrons or neutrons were bigger sizes compared to the electrons, and why. They then were given a second handout where they had to write down how to find atomic number, atomic mass, which particles equal each other for a neutral atom, and then they practiced writing down the atomic number, mass, number of protons, neutrons, and electrons for the different elements. For my advanced group, the group that was ready to start applying their knowledge, I took the idea that a lot of students are very interested in the atom bomb and explosions, and they read about the science behind the atom bomb. And with this article, they had to explain what an atom bomb is, what fission is. Then they had to research the 2 different types of bombs that were used, Little Boy and Fat Man, how one was using uranium and the other one was using plutonium. They compared and contrasted them, and then talked about how the atom bombs change the history of the war. And that is how I do my flipped lessons. Thank you.